Yes, so Nicka K has skincare. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing something very special today. Today we're going to include some products that I got from Nicka K, New York. Yes, so Nicka K has skincare. You can see, because the light is so bright. Oh my gosh. But yeah, Nicka K has skincare and they sent me this box, and we're just gonna look at some products that they gave me. They gave me 3 serums, some gloss and so forth. So we're going to be looking at these products. I went ahead. This is basically going to be a nighttime routine. So we're going to be trying out the products that I got in the box. And this video is not like sponsored or anything. Like none of my videos are actually sponsored, period. Like maybe we're not at that level yet. So yeah, we're just gonna do reviews and buy products and use it and talk about them. But anyway, we're going to be looking at these products that I got from Nicka K. I didn't know that Nicka K had skincare, to be honest. I really didn't know that they had skincare. But when the company reached out to me, I'm like, you have skincare? That's nice. That's actually good. Because you know Nicka K, they sell makeup and so forth. So we're used to that. And we're used to mascaras, their eyeshadow palettes and so forth. So I'm used to that, and my sister is used to that because she uses some of their products, mascara and so forth. I went ahead and I opened the package. This is a nice recyclable package, so I can put my makeup and stuff and brushes and so forth in it, along with my other packages that I have. But as you can see, these are the products. Yeah, I'm gonna show you in a separate video so you can have an idea of how they look. And as I said before, guys, my camera is working, so I'm currently using my camera. I'm really happy about that because I thought it was damaged. But we're going to be looking at each of these serums. They sent me 3 serums. They're supposed to hydrate, brighten and revitalize. So you have a hyaluronic serum, you have vitamin C, and you also have Q10. Yes, so Q10 is ubiquinone. Yeah, Q10 is ubiquinone. Let me check. Ubiquinone. Q10 is ubiquinone. So they have all the ingredients on here. I'm not going to look at the ingredients just yet. I'm going to apply it to my skin and tell you how I feel, and then we're going to look at the ingredients of the products. Yeah, so this is, as I said before, hyaluronic serum, vitamin C, and Q10, and they sent over some glosses likewise in this little makeup bag. It says Nicka K, New York. Can't see. So this says Nicka K, New York, and these are the lip gloss. I went ahead and I opened it, but I just wanted to show you what they sent over and so forth. So sent over a little sticker with Nicka K, cute, and also their business card or the PR business card. Shiloh Hung, that's the person that deals with PR. And also they sent over a little note. It says Beauty Redefined, Nicka K, New York, and they just founded in New York City. Nicka K has been dedicated to offering both value and quality in our products for over 25 years. We share your enthusiasm for beauty and pledge to keep pushing boundaries in makeup, skincare, hair, and appliances. Ooh, we are Beauty Redefined, and they gave you their website. So hi Jody, thank you so much for collaborating with us. We can't wait to see your content. Stay safe and take care. Thank you, Nicka K. So this is a little note that I sent over. Yeah, and these are the glosses. So we have one. This is rose gold, and we have another one that is 24 karat gold. So they're just basically some gold looking shimmery flecks or shimmery stuff in the gloss, and we're going to also try out these. Okay, so let's go in first with the skincare. We're gonna start first with the hydrating serum. So we're gonna start first. We're going to what should I do now? They don't tell you what order you should apply them in, but so let's see. So tone, revive, correct. Tone, revive, correct. Yeah, so it's tone, revive, correct. Vitamin C. Alright, so what we're going to do, I'm going to apply them in this order. I'm going to tone, I'm going to correct, and then revive. They don't tell you what order you should put them in, but we're going to start first with the Revitalize, Refresh, Tone, Q10, or as they call it, ubiquinone. This is a ubiquinone serum. So let's open the serum, and then we're gonna talk about the ingredients after. So this is what it looks like. It's 30 ml worth of product. Just gonna open it, and we're going to apply it, and it's very like clear, not clear as in like opaque, it's clear and like white. So I'm going to apply it, and it's very thick. So they said 3 drops, but my face is big, so I'm going to go with like 6 drops. I'm going with a lot, but this is what they say to apply, and it's very like what should I say, clear, and it has a lot of this particular, the ubiquinone or the Q10. It has a lot of, it smells like good. So we're just gonna apply it to the face, and straight away it feels really it doesn't feel hydrating. I wouldn't say like hydrating. It feels really dry. It dries really fast, I should say. But we're going to talk about the ingredients later on in the video. But it feels really dry, like a toner. Yeah. Like essence. Yeah, it feels like an essence. I'm just gonna take a little bit more, because I don't know, it dries very fast. It dries very fast. But let me just add it. Okay, so this is the ubiquinone. Actually, this, even though it dries really fast, it feels hydrating. Right now that I'm looking at my face feels hydrated. Yes, as you can see, can you see the glow? Yeah, but it's very lightweight. The serum is very lightweight. I'm going to go in with the vitamin C. I hope this is like a vitamin C derivative, because based on how it looks, I don't think that this is like pure vitamin C. This is like vitamin C derivative. But this is how it looks. It's very clear, as you can see. Very clear. This vitamin C serum I'm just going to take, and it's very jelly. I'm going to apply that to the face. Ooh. Oh yeah, so this is the vitamin C. Applying it to the face. Very hydrating. Right now it's very hydrating. It's not as what should I say now? It's not as drying as it looked earlier on, or feels earlier, or felt earlier on. But it smells good. They don't tell you what particular order you should go in with the products. But now that I am applying the skincare products on top of each other, feels very moisturizing. As you can see, my skin is very hydrated. But it has this feeling like, I feel like the product is sinking into my skin. Yeah, I don't feel like it is sitting on top of my skin, which is very good. And it has a mild like scent. All right, I know that it's drying. Okay, so I just use the ubiquinone. This is the ubiquinone. This is supposed to revitalize. This is supposed to brighten. And then the last part that we're going to go in is with the hyaluronic acid serum. Alright, and as I said before, we're going to talk about them later on in the video. Just want to show you me applying them so I can actually have an idea of how they perform on the skin without even knowing what is inside. Alright, so it's gonna take, I said 3 pumps, but I went in like maybe 4. Alright, so now we're going to moisturize. And each of the serum, they have a smell. Like, not a bad smell, but they have, I think they have fragrance in it. Based on what I am smelling so far. And yeah, it has fragrance. So I don't know if this is going to break me out or anything, but it has fragrance based on what I am smelling so far. So this is what we're looking like. This is my face after applying the serums. Very, very moisturized, very hydrated, and I haven't gone in with moisturizer as yet, so pretty good. One thing I would note is I don't know what is causing this, like this balling effect. Something is causing the product to kind of like ball up. Not sure what it is, but yeah. It feels nice so far. Not dry at all. Just as I said before, something is causing the product to ball up a little bit right here. But this is my face after applying the serums. I'm going to go in with my moisturizer. This is the CeraVe Facial Moisturizing Lotion. 2 pumps. I'm going to go in with 2 pumps just because my face feels a little bit moisturized. So this is what my face looks like. Very hydrated, feels very moisturized. Let me rub some on my neck. Okay, so that's my face. Now let's go in with the lip gloss. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the rose gold. Ooh, look at that. So this is the 24 karat gold. Look at this. Oh, it's not doing it. So this is the rose gold. Let me just show you the gold. Okay. So this is how it looks. So, oh, craps. Because it's a lot of product, it's just actually pushing the product up. Look. See? Yeah. Woo! So I don't know which one to try. I'm gonna go in with gold. So we're going to apply it, and it comes with a white clear the applicator, white clear, and yeah, it's an acrylic kind of material. Yeah. And the gloss is very like thick. It's one of those like I should say it's a little bit, it's not sticky like really sticky. It's like waxy, but it's almost like what do you call it again? It's almost like petroleum jelly, but in a gloss kind of way. I don't know, but this is how it looks. And you know I love gloss, so yeah. I'm gonna use the pink one or the rose gold. I know that it's a lot, but I just want to try out everything. And they don't have any like scent. They just have a little hint of, like a hint. Yeah, they don't have any smell. Just a little hint. So this would be like a perfect like topper over your lipstick and so forth. So if you're going in with lipstick and so forth, you can just apply this. But it's very, very hydrating. It's very different from my regular lip gloss. This one is a little bit more shinier than this, and it's not as thick as this. So this is more thick and also a little bit more hydrating. This one is a little bit more shinier and like a little bit more runny, but it still has a sticky texture to it, but it's a little bit more runny. So this is totally different from this. A little bit more hydrating and thick. This one is a little bit more runny and shiny. But my lips feels really hydrated and nice. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna pull off this and we're gonna talk about these products. Gonna be using them for until they're finished. When they're finished, I'll come back to you and share my my experience and so forth. And I'll give you a regular update every every 2 weeks. Okay guys, let's talk about the products. So we're gonna start first with the Q10 or the ubiquinone. Or ubiquinone. Yeah. So this serum is supposed to be the revitalizing or energizing ingredient for the skin. This one, the Q10, is supposed to be the revitalizing, energizing ingredient for the skin. Okay, and those are the claims. Or actually, that's what this particular ingredient does, the ubiquinone. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you all about what is in this product. It has water, butylene glycol, it has alcohol denates, it has glycerate, it has, this is a I think this is a derivative of glycerine. It has dipropylene glycol. It has some other ingredient. It has trehalose. Trehalose is a very hydrating ingredient, and it is popularly used in a lot of Asian skincare. It's like hyaluronic acid in a sense. Yeah, it's a very, very hydrating ingredient, and it softens the skin and so forth. So hydration, this is one good ingredient that I'm seeing so far. And the glycerate 26. And what else? It has allantoin, that's also a very soothing ingredient. It also has betaine, soothing ingredient again. It has hydrogenated castor oil, soothing ingredient again. It has glycerine, soothing ingredient again. It has disodium EDTA. It has alcohol again, more alcohol. It has panthenol, a soothing ingredient. And it has the ubiquinone. This ingredient is supposed to be revitalizing, energizing, and this is basically what our body naturally has. This is a ingredient that we naturally have. Okay, and this ingredient, or this this ingredient that our body naturally has, it is supposed to be the cell energizing ingredient, or substance that our body has naturally. So this is what we are applying to our skin. Yes guys, so when applied to the skin, this is supposed to energize and revitalize the skin, because as I said before, it's a natural ingredient found in our body. Yes, it's a natural chemical that is responsible for energizing the cells in our body. Yes, so we are applying it to our skin for the benefits. Okay, so this is what it includes. Those are the ingredients for the Q10 Revitalizing Serum. Yes, all of that. Glycerin, tocopherol, as I said before. Tocopherol is an antioxidant, but it is a synthetic antioxidant. So you have tocopherol and you have tocopherol. So tocopherol is the natural antioxidant, and tocopherol is the synthetic antioxidant. And it has fragrance, and a lot of fragrance. It has fragrance, it has linalool, it has limonene. Yeah, so it has fragrance and alcohol. But let's talk about that later on. So while it has good ingredients, like the good ingredients are hydrogenated castor oil, glycerine, ubiquinone, trehalose, allantoin, what else? Glycerine. It has some good, very good ingredients, but it also has alcohol and fragrance. But as I said before, we're going to talk about those later on. And then the hyaluronic acid serum now. Let's look at the hyaluronic acid serum. Hyaluronic acid serum has water, butylene glycol, alcohol denate. Again, it has glycerate 26. It has dipropylene glycol. It has some other ingredients. It also has trehalose. It has carbomer. It has triethanolamine. It has allantoin. It has betaine, good. It has hydrogenated castor oil. It has disodium EDTA. It has panthenol. It has sodium hyaluronate. Okay, so this is a derivative of hyaluronic acid. So the ingredient that makes this hyaluronic acid and a hyaluronic acid is sodium hyaluronate. And this is almost the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20. This is the 22nd ingredient, sodium hyaluronate. And then it has ethylglycerine. It has portulaca oleracea extract. Oh, I think this is the portulaca. This is a Korean ingredient. And it has phenoxyethanol, and it also has fragrance. Let me tell you about this particular ingredient. It's called portulaca oleracea. Yeah, so the portulaca oleracea extract, it is a nice succulent bright yellow flowers and edible nutritious vegetable. Okay, yeah, and it's a famous plant in Korean traditional medicine to treat infection and irritated skin. So this ingredient is actually a very good ingredient. It's a Korean ingredient, and I'm going to talk about that further. So you're going to realize there are a lot of things about this particular line. And yeah, so it has a lot of good ingredients, very good ingredients. Trehalose, betaine, allantoin, betaine, castor oil, panthenol, sodium hyaluronate, and the portulaca oleracea extract. Yeah, as I said before, that's a Korean ingredient used to treat irritation and irritations and so forth. We just talked about them. I'm going to leave everything on the screen so you can have an idea. Okay, and then the last serum is the vitamin C serum. The vitamin C serum. The vitamin C serum. So the vitamin C serum has water. Everything has water. Butylene glycol, alcohol denate, glycerate 26, dipropylene glycol, methyl, all of those are like all of the other ingredients are like what do you say now, preservatives. Then it has trehalose again, so everything has trehalose. Trehalose is like a not Korean, it's an Asian ingredient that is supposed to be the hydration in your skin, so it's actually a very good ingredient, trehalose. Okay, and then it has triethanolamine, carbomer. It has altonine, which is basically everything has that. It has betaine, a good ingredient to soothe and to hydrate the skin. Hydrogenated castor oil, disodium EDTA. It has panthenol and ascorbic acid. That is where the vitamin C is. And then it has the same ingredient, as I said, portulaca oleracea extract. That is the Korean ingredient that is supposed to help to treat irritated skin and so forth. And it also has phenoxyethanol, and it has this chlorophenicin. Oh, so that's basically a helper ingredient. It's a preservative. Okay, so basically it has some good ingredients. I would say it has some good ingredients, but it has alcohol in it. Yes, everything has alcohol in it, and I think that the alcohol is supposed to help to allow the product to really absorb, or the ingredients to absorb into the skin quicker, because that's what they use a lot of the drying ingredients to do, to allow the ingredients to absorb into the skin a little bit quicker. Like applying it to my skin, to be honest, this is the reason why I wanted to apply the product first to the skin before I actually talk about what was in it. I wanted to apply it to see how it, or to feel if it's actually drying. As you could have seen, it wasn't drying at all on my skin. I didn't feel dry. Okay, but guess what? Alcohol is the 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the fourth ingredient on the ingredient list. Okay, it comes before all of the good ingredients. You know what I'm saying? It comes before all of the good ingredients. So while I think that the alcohol is not necessarily, I don't really feel the drying effect, but alcohol over a period of time when you apply it to your skin, maybe for people with oily skin it won't really affect you as much, but for people with dry skin, when you apply alcohol over a period of time to the skin, it becomes dry, and sometimes it can actually increase the amount of oil that is being produced in your skin. However, with these, and sometimes it can be very, very irritating on the skin. Yes guys, sometimes it can be, the alcohol can be very, very irritating on your skin. Yeah, sometimes it can be really, really irritating on your skin if it's too dry or if it's very drying. As I said before, it didn't really feel dry and didn't look dry to me, so I can't really speak about it being drying, but it has alcohol, please note. Okay, so if you are a person that has dry skin and so forth, products with alcohol will actually dry out your skin and encourage your skin to produce more oil, and then too much oil can turn into acne. Okay, but as I said before, the serum wasn't drying. I think that the alcohol actually helps the product to absorb into the skin. But guess what? Even though it has alcohol, we're going to be trying it out over a course of some weeks to see if it actually dries out my skin, or if it feels, or if it increases bumps or acne on my skin, or will the good ingredients in the product, will it allow my skin to actually flourish and look good and feel good. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to be using it and so forth. The next thing that it has is fragrance. But guess what? The fragrance is at the last. It's almost the last, the third to last ingredient for all of them. All of them have fragrance though. Yes, all of them have fragrance. They have a smell. So if you are sensitive, or if your skin is sensitive to fragrance, this line is not for you. If your skin doesn't like alcohol in it, this line is not for you. And if your skin doesn't like, or if you don't like fragrance in your skincare, this line is not for you, because it has fragrance that's alcohol. Okay, while I believe that the alcohol in it is not necessarily, it doesn't feel crazy on my skin or drying on my skin, can't really speak to it because I just started using it. So over a period of time, I'm going to see how or what it does to my skin. Okay, but based on my first impression, I would say it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. It feels good. It's okay. Okay, but just know that it has all of them, they have two ingredients that is not necessarily good for the skin. But while they have two ingredients that is not necessarily good for your skin, or I shouldn't say not necessarily good for your skin, it is not favorable on all skin types. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it's not favorable on all skin types. But as I said before, I don't feel anyway. So we're going to be using all of these. We're going to be using all of these to see or what they do to my skin. We're going to use them for, I'll give you some updates like every week. While I'm doing my videos, I'll give you updates on the products, and also when they're finished, I'll give my final thoughts and my final review of the products, or to tell you if they're effective or not. But this is me so far, and we're going to sign out for today. Just want to thank Nicka K for sending over these products for me to try out. I'm giving you my honest opinion and so forth, and we're going to use them further on. Oh, and I forgot to say, all of these products, they're actually made in Korea. Yeah, so Korean influence. So these products from Nicka K are actually Korean skincare, and based on the ingredients that they use in the products, I definitely know that it's Korean. So yeah, but this is it for me. I hope you got a good overview of what this line includes. Basically, all of the ingredients or all of the serums that they have most of them have alcohol in it and fragrance, so just keep that in mind. But they also have tree hollows, they have betaine, they have allantoin, and what's common in all of them, they have hydrogenated castor oil, and what else is common in all of them? Alcohol denate and fragrance. Okay, but this is my video. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Actually, see you tomorrow for the next video. So bye bye.